This is Bill Zoller with the lifestyle-interventions.com website and blog. And today we're going to discuss an interesting topic, and that has to do with the relationship between stress and the food that we consume. Stress and the food that we consume. Probably the most important thing I'm going to say in this 15-minute presentation has to do with lifestyle medicine and their policy of advocating strongly that people consume what we call a whole food plant-based eating plan, whole food plant-based. And so we urge everybody for a whole series of very important benefits. We urge everybody to increase the amount of fruits and vegetables and seeds and whole grains and berries and so on that they eat every day, perhaps 5 to 8 servings a day. And keep in mind, a serving is not a great deal of food. It is usually like maybe a cup or a half a cup for some cooked vegetables and so on. So we urge people to do that because of the incredible benefits. It helps prevent disease, helps reverse diseases, strengthens our immune system, and increases our health span, our longevity. So I wanted to mention just something about cortisol. Many of you have, I'm sure, heard of cortisol. It is the primary stress hormone. It is released when we're under a lot of pressure and in the midst of this fight or flight response, it kicks into gear. Too much cortisol is not good for us. In that context, I want to talk about adaptogens. You may or may not have heard this term. Adaptogens are natural herbs and in some cases other foods and supplements that are used in naturopathy to aid in the treatment of things like stress, sleep problems, anxiety disorders, and the like. Enriching your diet with adaptogens can aid in boosting your energy levels while ridding your body of inflammatory toxins. These adaptogen herbs help to balance hormones, reduce inflammation, and they have strong antioxidant properties as well as antiviral and antibacterial effects. Very germane and appropriate for us to pursue this issue in this world we're living in with these viruses and a lot of other stress also. These adaptogens have natural antidepressant effects. They help lower fatigue and help balance blood pressure and blood sugar levels. There are at least 16 proven adaptogenic herbs and some mushrooms. I'll mention just a few of those. So ashwagandha. Have you heard of ashwagandha? Wonderful herb. So try that if you get a chance. Secondly, astragalus. Ginseng, licorice root, holy basil, and rhodiola. Mushrooms that are very healing and protective of the body include reishi, cordyceps, and some others. I wanted to sort of toss into this conversation a word or two about essential oils. Essential oils, there's several hundreds of these oils, and they have curative health-related benefits in many cases. And the interesting thing about them is they all come from plants, different plant parts, like the bark, roots, leaves, flowers, and fruit. They are similar to adaptogen herbs and are helpful in fighting stress and balancing hormones. So hormones are right in the middle of this whole issue of stress responses. We advocate the use of essential oils, including lavender, myrrh, frankincense, bergamot, because they contain potent active ingredients that have been shown to lower cholesterol and reduce inflammation. I wanted to mention a couple of things about green leafy vegetables. These are some of the healthiest foods on the planet. We should be consuming them every day in some form. They help to increase magnesium that can be depleted with chronic stress. Secondly, avocados. They're high in vitamin B. They help us to maintain our brain and nerve cells and help us avoid depression and anxiety, which in some ways is an epidemic in our culture at this time. Next, green tea. Green tea. We know that the Asians, some of the Asian groups, consume green tea often, every day, several cups. Contains the amino acid theanine that assists in relaxation. Next, beans contain B vitamins also, folate, vitamin B6, that helps regulate mood and may assist in lessening the level of fatigue. So then let me move to some other very interesting and important foods. First of all, chia, C-H-I-A, chia seeds, tiny little seeds. The remarkable thing about them is that as you put these seeds in water or any liquid, they increase in mass at least 100%. The Aztec runners used to eat chia seeds as they went into battle, and the Hopis fueled themselves on chia during their epic runs from Arizona to the Pacific Ocean. Chia seeds contain a rich source of lignans, L-I-G-N-A-N-S. They are natural phytoestrogens that protect against breast and prostate cancer. Chia seeds assist in having less anxiety, less depression, and lower levels of negative stress. They contain omega-3 fatty acids that are quite good for us. In terms of nutritional content, a tablespoon of chia seeds is like a smoothie made from salmon, spinach, and human growth hormone. Very interesting, complex food. A type of chia is called salba, S-A-L-B-A. It's a brand name for white chia seeds. They are grown in very mineral-rich soil in Peru, and they are the most nutrient-dense seed available. Salba is a whole grain like wheat, but it grows in South America. In one form or another, it has been around for more than 500 years. It can help improve our memory and mood, strengthen our joint mobility and bone health, promote balanced blood sugar, and a healthy weight. It helps boost our energy and fortify our immune system. Next, I wanted to say a word about chocolate powder. Chocolate powder. Cacao, C-A-C-A-O, is what we want people to consume. And we buy some organic, non-GMO cacao powder to put in our smoothies here at our house. And I don't want you to confuse cacao with cocoa, C-O-C-O-A. These are different substances. C-O-C-O-A, cocoa, is more refined and less nutritious than cacao powder. So this powder increases serotonin levels that boost our mood. Very important. It also contains polyphenol micronutrients that help us reduce stress. So here's an example of a great food, a tasty food that can help us reduce our stress levels. Cacao is a fine textured chocolate powder made from ground roasted cacao beans with most of the fat removed. It helps to lower blood pressure, has health-promoting flavanol phytonutrients, has no sugar or fat, and is packed with plant nutrients. It also lowers our so-called bad cholesterol, LDL cholesterol. It boosts our good cholesterol, HDL, although there's some controversy now about whether HDL really is a significant health factor or not. But anyway, this chocolate powder unstiffens our arteries. There are a few things in terms of our health that are more important than having healthy endothelial cells and healthy arteries. So it enhances our endothelial function, very important. Powerfully boosts our immune system and may even combat the effects of aging. Next, I wanted to mention one of my favorite herbs. I'll mention it in a recipe in a few minutes. Maca powder, M-A-C-A. It's a cruciferous root vegetable native to the high Andes of Peru and Bolivia. It belongs to, and this is an important point, please grasp this. It belongs to the same family of vegetables as broccoli, cabbage, cauliflower, radishes, and turnips. These are cruciferous vegetables, and they contain a micronutrient compound called sulforaphane that is an anti-cancer compound. Maca is an adaptogen to improve stamina, endurance, and energy, alleviates the effects of stress, and helps balance our hormones and improve our mood. I'm going to move along here rather quickly before we run out of time. I did want to mention Amla powder, an absolutely powerful herb. Actually, it's Indian gooseberries, and has so many healthy aspects for our health that it's just unbelievable. It's a shrub that grows into a little tree with feathery leaves, and is cultivated in the forests and seacoasts of India and Kashmir. So I would urge people to maybe look at Amla a little bit more closely and see if you cannot fit it into your eating regimen. I wanted to share with you briefly two recipes, and one of them is a breakfast recipe, and here it is. Take equal amounts of organic chia seeds, ground brown flaxseed, and organic quick cooking steel cut oats. This is uncooked. You don't cook anything. Mix these grains together. Cover them with non-GMO soy milk or another non-dairy milk of your choice. Add some black raisins and cinnamon. Refrigerate it, and it will keep for more than 10 days in the refrigerator. And so put a serving of it in a bowl. Mix it up a little bit. Put more milk in it so it's a bit thinner, because the chia seeds creates a very viscous sort of mix. This is just hugely, wonderfully nutritious for us. Great way to start the day. And the second recipe I wanted to mention is our berry drink. I take a blender and combine 16 to 30 ounces of Langer's, Langers, pomegranate juice with 1.5 cups each of 4 types of berries of your choice, frozen berries. I eat cranberries, blueberries, red raspberries, and blackberries. Blend it thoroughly. Add a heaping tablespoonful of maca powder. If you wanted to dress it up a little bit more, you could put a tablespoon of cacao powder also. This is a delicious and highly nutritious drink. I hope you're able to take advantage of it. I want to thank you very much for being with us today. Please access our website. We have numerous wonderful articles on the website. It will also give you my complete bio and my experience. And I just want to thank you so much for being with us today.